Maybe this will get people's attention and they'll come to get interviewed by us. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm.
Welcome to the Castro.
With like a more flowery, upbeat, like bubbly.
Welcome to the Castro.
Okay, now you're dumb.
Welcome to the Castro.
Not a smoker.
Welcome to the Castro.
Welcome to the Castro. Welcome to the Castro.
Are you recording?
Hello and welcome back to What's a Safeword. I'm Amp.
I'm Mr. Christopher.
And today
We're in the Castro. We are going to hit up everyone walking by and ask them if they're kinky or not.
with consent. Being that it is the new year, we figured we'd come out to the Castro, talk to people, and see if they have any New Year's resolutions in the kinky variety.
I agree. And we're going to find out if they know their b.d.s.m terminology and what kinks they're looking forward to doing in the new year.
So without further ado, we're going to get a little kinky on the street today and talk to some of you guys about what you might be getting into this year. And this conversation is sponsored by and brought to you by one of our favorite VPNs, Surfshark. We'll talk about that later, but let's just get right into the interviews. Hello and welcome to the Castro. Who do I have the fine pleasure of speaking to today?
My name is Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. We definitely don't know who you are whatsoever at all because we don't live here in the Castro and know the first couple people we've talked to. Anyway, how are you doing in the new year?
I'm doing good so far. I've mostly been recovering. I went a little hard on New Year's Day, so I've been kind of like sleepy all week.
No sleep. Club. Another club. Another club.
But I'm good. I'm having a fun weekend. About to get together with some friends. So yeah, doing well.
Now, Jesse, would you consider yourself kinky at all?
Yes, I would.
What are some of your favorite kinks?
I guess I would say the big ones for me are armpits, sadism, role play, and rubber.
Hi, welcome.
Hi.
What's your name?
Sebastian. Gordon.
Hello, Gordon. Oh my, that pussy got me f***ed up.
Gordon, and what are you doing today out here in the Castro?
Fucking shut up. We were having some drinks at Twin Peaks. We both live in the neighborhood. We're good friends and hang out with some friends on a good Sunday.
I love this. Do you guys consider yourself kinky?
I'm like getting there. I'm not like quite there, but I think, yeah, I'm getting there. I would say I am becoming more kinky, certainly after moving to San Francisco. This is a very kink-forward, kink-friendly city, so a good place to explore that.
Oh, y'all wanted a twist, eh?
So we've determined you guys are a little kinky. I'm curious, what was your first kink that you ever tried?
Do like leather, does gear count as a kink? Like,
Yeah, leather. You can like flag black for just BDSM in general.
Yeah. Like I feel like I wore my first harness when I was like 20. It was at Ramrod in Fort Lauderdale, and just the experience of trying it on was like a very fun moment of liberation.
Hi, hello, are you kinky?
I certainly am. This one definitely likes butt rubs.
Oh, belly rubs.
Butt rubs.
Oh, butt rubs. Butt rubs, definitely a kink. Definitely a kink. Since we are here in the Castro, today we're talking to people about their kinky lives, and they've got any New Year's resolutions of the kink variety. I'm curious, what was one of your first kinks, though?
My first kink that I came across was biting.
How?
I bit my first boyfriend a little too hard. Next day when there was a bruise, I was like, oops, that maybe we should talk about that beforehand and be more careful.
Oops, but also, ooh.
Much. He discovered that he liked it too.
Oh.
It was very much an after thing, and he was like, I kind of like the bruise. Apparently he liked the marks more than he liked the action, which I guess is its own separate thing.
Yeah, no, bruises are definitely a different thing. It sounds like you guys had a lot to chew on for that kinks. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, and what's your name?
I'm Axel.
Axel. And you're out here in the Castro just sniffing about?
Yeah, actually I borrowed a couple jackets from my friend, so just dropping them back off at his place.
Do you consider yourself kinky?
I think that there are guys who don't respond to me on Grindr because I'm so kinky.
Oh, you're too kinky.
For a lot of guys, yeah, it's not as bad in San Francisco, but I live down in San Diego. Definitely guys there who'd give me bad looks for it.
What does too kinky mean?
Sometimes when you put things on Grindr, like one of my pictures on Grindr right now is me and rubber, and I think that, might scare guys away, or like when you say things, like mild to wild, a lot of times you guys see that wild and they're like, oh.
Well, I'm always curious, what do they mean by wild?
Things are getting a little wild at Caillou's house.
I know what I mean, but I don't know what they think I mean. I mean, for me, I like sex, but I like rough sex. I like kind of animalistic sex. Some more like, kind of twisted roleplay fantasies and stuff like that. I have a feeling they just kind of assume the most extreme, which, to be fair, is true some of the time. But like, it's not what I need from sex always, but it is what I like from sex.
I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but girl, I am living.
Hi, hello, welcome to the Castro, and another random person that we don't know personally. Definitely don't know them.
Really, bitch.
Nate, how are you? Are you kinky?
Yes.
What? What are some of your favorite kinks?
Nipple play, pits, hot wax is really fun.
Okay, and since it is the new year, as far as New Year's resolutions go, are there any new kinks that you're really looking to get into?
I don't know if new kinks, more so just being in a newer city still and finding more people to enjoy those kinks with.
Okay, so you're new. Well, like, how does that work? Because you've been here how long?
How long have you been here?
Forever.
How long is that?
Almost 3 months.
6-ish months.
Okay, and are you finding that the kink scene's a little different from where you were previously?
Definitely different. just a little bit. It's more common to see it like on apps and discuss it very early on in those conversations.
Yeah, no, you're not the first person that was like, you're asking people if they're kinky in the Castro, like, what is wrong with you? And I'm like, well, I get it, a little more open here, but there are vanilla people that exist in San Francisco, I think, somewhere. We haven't found them yet today, but would you guys consider yourself kinky at all?
What do you mean by kinky?
Like, more adventurous in the bedroom.
No, we're not. No. We're not. Yeah. No.
Not this.
Hi, what's your name?
Chewy.
Hi, Chewy. What are you doing out in the Castro today?
Taking a stroll with my daddy.
Oh, you have a daddy. So would you consider yourself kinky?
I would say I'm pretty kinky.
When did you start your kink journey?
I gotta say I started my kink journey probably about 12 years ago. Oh. When I first started visiting San Francisco.
Would you consider yourself kinky at all?
I think compared to a lot of SF gays, I'm pretty vanilla. I like a few things. I don't know. I've seen some people, they do, I don't know what you call it when you like...
crocheting.
That's good too. Like tying the rope and you tie someone up.
Bondage.
Bondage. And it feels like it's like an art form almost.
Is there any kink you've been curious about that you would think you'd want to try in the new year?
I think bondage. Yeah. Being the person that's being bonded, not branded,
No.
Bonded. Yeah.
No, not that. Oh.
I'll bond you anytime.
Thank you.
I'll bind you anytime.
Okay. Thank you, Daddy.
Yeah. See, he's gonna be in it. Let's go.
Do you have a VPN?
I probably should at this point.
Do you know what it stands for?
Virtual private network.
Brought to you today by today's sponsor, Surfshark. No On the Street interview is without a wonderful sponsor that makes this content possible, because there's no way in hell that this is going to be monetized.
Thank you, Surfshark.
So it's especially helpful to have a VPN or a...
Surfshark.
No. What does VPN stand for?
Oh, very pretty network.
No. Using an award-winning VPN like Surfshark allows you to encrypt your data, keep your privacy, and my most favorite part is you can unlock geo-restricted content with Surfshark to access not only your favorite shows, say Friends or The Office, which are geo-restricted, but every season of RuPaul's Drag Race ever. They also help to block ads, trackers, make sure that your identity is safe, and if you're all worried about trying something new like Surfshark, they have a full money-back guarantee and 30 days for free. So use the link down below and use offer code WATTS to get 83% off and 3 months for free. So thank you again, Surfshark, for making this content possible. Make sure you check them out, get yourself some free internet savings, and it's just a safer internet experience.
Thank you, Surfshark.
And are there any kinks that you're looking to try in the new year, like a New Year's resolution?
But in terms of kinks that I'm wanting to try in the new year, I'm not thinking of like anything that I've never done before, because I've like tried a lot of stuff, but I would really love to gain some more skill with like ropes. I have like a really basic knowledge of that, but like you see all the time, like really beautiful stuff that people do. I would really love to be like way more skilled with rope and like get to have some more fun with that.
Since it is the new year, are there any new kinks that you're looking to explore, try, or get into?
Now that you mention it, I was looking into piercing as a kink.
Oh.
Yeah. Also, medical staples, because that's in and of itself its own sort of thing. Yeah, that one can be real rough on some people.
I used to work at this little leather shop. I don't know if you've heard of it, Mr. S. we both are very familiar. Whenever we had to sell those f***ing suture things, and people had questions, and I had to explain it, and I was just like, I can't. Not kink shaming, but like.
Yeah, you get the weird little like tingle in your thighs of like I want to run.
Yeah, like almost like a shaking small dog, maybe.
Yeah, like the whole body vibration going on.
I'm sorry, I'm not getting distracted, but I am.
Should we put little like romantic like little hearts over the image? As soon as you got close, they were like, nah.
So you're a little kinky, I hear. Do you have any kinky New Year's resolutions?
No, I wanna fist more guys this year. I love fisting guy, but I didn't really get to do it that much last year. So yeah, love to fist more guys. I'd like to get back into pain play. I used to have a dom down in San Diego that I did a lot of pain play with, but it's tough for me to find that headspace with any kind of guy. I really need a guy who can like hold me down and get okay if I start to fight back, kind of stuff.
Daddy, are you listening? Have you heard of primal play?
Yeah.
just making sure. There was an episode on that coming up soon. I'm almost afraid to ask this next one then. What is the kinkiest thing that you have ever done?
I mean, geez, it's like, really depends what you think is kinkiest. One time I, with a knocking me up, tied to the wall, and I like my body jerked off into a cream-filled donut. I think I still have a scar. So I don't know. It depends on what you think is kinky.
No, I'm kinky, and those ones definitely tick a few boxes of wow. High five.
Perfect.
Thank you very much. And no kink shaming, of course.
Absolutely.
What is one of the kinkiest things you've ever done?
I guess I would probably say, like, okay, the first time that I ever tried piss play, I just had a dude like drink a lot of my piss, and I wasn't expecting, I don't think either of us were expecting for me to have as much as I did. And then we f***ed after, and we both like kind of were noticing that there was kind of like a swishing happening like inside of him.
Walkie slush.
Because he had just drank so much, and that kind of like became kind of integral to what was going on. I think about that one a lot.
Would you say that scene left you feeling a little pissed?
Yeah, well, very little, very little. Yeah, I didn't have any left.
Was there ever something kinky you tried that it was just too much for you? Like, because I'm one to always try something at least twice, but are there any things that you've tried a few times and you were still like, nah?
I don't know if I've run into it yet. I will say, like, I haven't tried the full gamut of things, right? So, like, usually, like, I'm still a little bit hesitant, and I try to do things with people that I trust first, just to kind of, like, get that experience down with someone that, like, I feel comfortable with and can have that conversation with, but haven't run into, like, a specific one that I've actively tried and then stopped.
Well, how about as far as kinks go, are there any kinks you've tried that you were just like, no, I'm good? Like, not kink shaming, but you're just like, nah.
I gotta say one, fisting. I've done it once. I could take it or leave it. It wasn't something that I was like, okay, I want to go do that. But that's pretty much the only thing, I think.
Okay, that's fair.
Otherwise, I mean, anything else like whipped, spit, piss, maybe some shit. I don't know. Whatever.
Speaking of hands off.
Everything's pretty good. Like,
your daddy is doing this over here, which I think means the episode's over. So thank you so much, Chewy.
Do you know what the acronym b.d.s.m stands for?
Bondage. Domination.
So
no cheating.
So it's a compound acronym, right? So it's four things. So there's the b.d.s.m. So bondage, domination, or bondage something, domination, submission, and then sadism and masochism, right?
Wow, give these guys a gold star. That's actually really good.
Was that it? What, did I miss any word?
No,
that was it. Oh, yay!
Yeah.
All right.
Have you heard the acronym b.d.s.m?
Yeah, I got it tattooed across my ass.
Do you? I've got to see.
Yeah, you want to see?
Yeah. So what does it stand for?
Bondage, dominance, sadomasochism.
Very good. Do you know what b.d.s.m stands for?
bondage, discipline, or what is it?
No, that was right. You were right.
BDSM, bondage, discipline, mass. What is it?
Don't help him.
Oh, Sadum. That's it.
Do you know what the acronym b.d.s.m stands for?
Is it bondage, dominatrix?
No one says that.
Domination. Spit and masturbation.
That's my favorite one. Spit and masturbation.
All right.
Sadism and masochism.
Better than most people. Okay.
Have you ever heard of the hanky code?
Yeah, I have. I think like when you go to Mr. S, there's a bunch of different bandanas, and each color means a different thing. Is that right? Right. And you can wear it in your back pocket, right? Or like maybe other places, and it means top or bottom, or if you're into piss play, or you're into spit, or you're into...
See, you know more than you think you do.
Okay. I've lived here for 8 years, so that's probably why.
It just rubs off on you.
Rubs off, yeah. Or it spits on you, yeah.
Do you know what the flagging code is?
Yes. So back in the day when you couldn't be as public about your kinks, people would wear colors, typically hankies, in different pockets to show what they were into. And that was how they communicated, so then you could go back and experience those things.
Very good. And what would your colors be? What would you flag?
Blue is usually a safe option. White.
Is white?
Yes.
Did you not or did you not come for me today?
I need the little cheat card still. Like I would not.
Everybody does. There's too many colors. So, but you know what the flagging code is. So that's a huge step. Have you heard of the hanky code or know what it is?
Absolutely. Yes. What is it? It's where you wear a handkerchief, either in a back pocket.
Right is top, right is bottom.
Exactly.
It's my contribution.
And the color, different colors represent different things. So yellow would be water sports, red would be fisting. So there's different codes for different things.
Very good. I think they're kinkier than they're letting on.
Get it, Jay.
So which one would you flag?
So I'm in this dom phase of my life right now where I'm wanting to explore my domism. So whatever color that is, it would be what I would flag left, whatever the color is for that.
Today, I would flag white on the right.
Do you know what flagging is?
Flagging like the hanky code, flagging colors, stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what that is.
What would you flag?
I flag magenta on either side.
Magenta. Magenta is enjoying the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Magenta is armpits.
Armpits. I should have known that.
Yeah, you really should have.
I really should have known that one. Do you know what the flagging system is?
Vaguely, I know about it, and I know what it is.
So, certain people, they do colors to do the fetish they are in.
If I was to do a flag, I would say yellow. I like piss.
You like piss?
Yeah.
Your daddy is going, wow.
No, he's saying...
Do you know what the flagging system is?
Yeah, I got a red and magenta flag at home.
Which side do you?
For red, it's on the left. I've done it on the right before, just to know what it's like, but I'm a lot better with it on the left. And then magenta is armpits.
Armpits.
And yeah, either side for that one, yeah.
So how many people does it take to make an orgy?
5. 4 is a foursome, 5 is an orgy.
Wouldn't 4 be a 4G?
Oh, Jesus. Gross.
4G, 4 on the floor.
How many people make up an orgy?
My top has been somewhere around 20 people, but I think to start an orgy, you have to have at least 3 people. But I think it really starts somewhere around 4, and it can go upwards of that.
We're just seeing if there's a consensus.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's most people are no, 3 is a threesome. That's not a real orgy.
Well, 3 is threesome, 4 is foursome, and I feel like anything more than 5 is an orgy. Personally.
5, you definitely have an orgy.
Yeah, 5, yeah. How many people is in an orgy?
Many people you want.
It's a good answer. See? It's a good answer. How many people does it take to be an orgy?
I mean, what do you call a 5? I feel like it'd be 5 plus.
There are no wrong answers.
Oh, okay.
So 5.
I wanted to say there's no wrong answers, but there must be an academic answer, right?
We're just asking the questions here.
Okay.
So how many people does it take to make an orgy?
I think it's really more of an energy thing. I think 5. I think 5 is a good number. It's 1 is masturbation, 2 is just a couple, 3 is threesome, 4 is foursome, 5 is orgy. But I think you'd have an orgy with 4 people if you really get into the vibe of it.
How many people does it take to constitute an orgy?
4.
4?
I'd say 4.
4 or more.
And while this is not a test and there's no pass-fail, I do have a question that requires a little bit of brain power. What would you consider an orgy? How many people is that?
4 or more people. No, 4 is a foursome. I think you have to have more than 4 to have an orgy. I'd say it's 5 or more, right? Because, well, there is this important distinction, right? It's like...
No, but what if there's 1 bottom and 2... What if there's 1 bottom and 3 tops?
Well, that would still be a... Would that be a small
gangbang
gangbang?
orgy.
That'd be like a mini gangbang, right? So...
If 2 bottoms are approaching the same top at different speeds, but the velocity of one is different than... and the other one is lubed up better...
So then who's the cum dump? No, it's...
Cut! The consensus has been 5 or more, just because threesome is 3, foursome is 4, and so most people will say 5 or more.
What advice would you give your younger self, now that you've been kinky for a little bit, that you didn't know or you wish you had known when you were just starting out?
I think mostly have fun with it, right? Like it's not so serious, right? Like have the serious conversations up front, but then let go and really just enjoy the experience and who you're with at the time and be present.
Is there any advice you would give yourself as now an older person with a little bit more experience to your younger self as you were kind of like coming out, becoming your own person, like getting into the community?
Get on prep.
I love that.
Yeah, really, because I think once I got on prep, it removed a lot of mental barriers of being afraid of serious transmittable diseases. And I think once that barrier was removed, I felt like I was taking care of my health. And so it sort of opened the doors to more exploration.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I understand that fully. Like we talk about prep all the time, and like some people don't even know about it, but then there's also just that barrier of like you feel comfortable like doing your own thing, being yourself, exploring, which we're all about.
So what advice would you give your younger self that you didn't know starting out?
I guess I would say when people say that they like you, trust them. A big occurrence for me over the years is that when you are doming someone, that requires a lot of trust from them, and I can get kind of paralyzed by being given that much trust, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to make someone regret trusting me in that way. And in the early days, like that was such a huge thing for me. I was always so scared of that, which, you know, I think to a certain extent that's fine, but I think I would tell myself to like just give myself a little more room. Like it's okay. If someone really likes you and they trust you that much, then they're trusting that it's also okay for you to mess up a little bit. So.
Yeah, give yourself some room to make some mistakes.
Exactly.
Okay, I get that. So now do you think you've gotten past that?
I would say that I am well on my way to getting past that. Not completely, but I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better.
What would you tell your younger self, now that you're a little older and sex experienced, that you didn't know starting out?
Connection is like really important. It really matters. It can make or break a whole sexual experience.
I would just say, don't be afraid to try new things. You know, like there are a few experiences, few times, as long as I'm with someone who I trusted and that I, you know, had good energy with, that trying, almost every time I've tried something new, I've been grateful to do that. So I would say, try things even faster.
I like this. You know what builds really good trust really quickly? Bondage.
I believe it.
What would you tell your younger self that was just starting out?
Don't be afraid to chase the feelings that make you uncomfortable. Because at least for me, like there were things that, you know, I was jerking off to and I was loving it. But then like there were part of me that was like feeling weird about it. And I think that, you know, kind of like slowed me down into getting into it. And for a lot of things that I was uncomfortable with at first, it turns out I was just uncomfortable because I liked them. Because it was fun. It intrigued a part of me that I didn't really want to acknowledge. And once I was okay with acknowledging that, I really started enjoying it.
Almost like internal homophobia.
How does an open, kind of free and accepting sort of culture that San Francisco gives you change how you're able to explore?
Here, there's just a freedom, and everybody that you come across doesn't have any fears of what they do or what they like or what they want. Like in other places, like you go and there's always like fears of like, I can't be like this. I can't have my desires fulfilled. Like here, you can do that. And that's what I've gotten here is just I can be more open to what I want to do without it being weird.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, that's why I moved here. That's why a lot of people move here. It's like,
I mean, I've opened up tremendously from where I lived in Washington. So
you're flagging red as well.
You know, a solid yellow. I'm a solid yellow guy.
I was opening up. I was making a fisting joke. Wow, what a number of very interesting stories, questions, and answers. I did not know b.d.s.m could be so many different things.
I did not know that San Francisco was so kinky.
Sure, Jan.
No, I mean, just living here, just breathing the air, it's apparently kinky.
You smell that? Smells like a kinkster. What do kinks smell like? Don't answer that, actually. Don't answer that. Don't answer that. Regardless of the answers, though, and all the different experiences that we were able to talk to people about, like, it was really nice to kind of just see people's knowledge experiences, where they came from, the kinks they're into, but also just have nice down-to-earth conversations with a bunch of cool people that live in our area.
I like it. These are the people in our neighborhood. In our neighborhood, in our neighborhood.
Maybe you're a big bird, or you might do a little bit of snuffleupagussing on the side. Always have a safe word, and today's safe word is
4G.
If you guys enjoy this episode and these on the street interviews, please let us know in the comments down below. Maybe leave some questions we should ask next time.
And if you like ringing bells, ring that bell.
Then we will see you next time. Bye. Did you like that? Was that good? Oh, she didn't like us. He literally went by and he said, "We don't like you." Rude.
And yes, she is a bitch. B.I.C.T.H.